say, I feel like Violet, you're going to see her come back into the hemisphere of Hakami again and see how she navigates that and how those guys move forward together. And you're going to have to see her take on a really, really, really big challenge early on in the season and see how her family supports her throughout that. And I think that's going to be very surprising and exciting. And it's going to be a really intense storyline that I think everyone's going to sink their teeth into. So that.
I think we do get to have more moments coming up between the three of us specifically that I'm really excited to share with the fans. We see, I think, a significant deepening of their relationship and their friendship and the ways in which they can support and be there for one another. And I think Ritter is a big part of that, I think, for Gallo and Violet, as well as vice versa. And that's something that's really special to me because that's a kind of relationship I don't know that we readily celebrate as much as we do the romantic ones.
Sure.
And I think that, having, that kind of friendship and love expressed and explored on our show is something that's actually really powerful, especially in high stakes situations that we find ourselves in. So
first, I'm excited to see, to have them see us just deepen our friendship and be there for each other in different ways through the various shenanigans and such that we get through. I mean, those are some of the funnest scenes we have to shoot. We tend to learn a lot of information when we do. So for me, I like reading them a lot too. Like seeing when the three of us are on the page, I'm like, ooh, I kind of lean forward a bit. In terms of just Gallo, I don't know, man. He's a little bit of a wild card, He learns, I think, pretty quickly, and he grows pretty quickly. But at the same time, he's still a young kind of hotshot firefighter. So he gets into dangerous situations, and hopefully we'll get out, right? He romantically, he's a little all over the place and can really use the guidance of his two best friends. So he does get into some sticky situations where he kind of has to, they get a little messy. And so I'm hoping that continues. Like we said before, we all really enjoy playing the spectrum, the comedy elements that we get to have, and then the dramatic elements and everything in between. So I hope I just keep getting to play those notes.
I mean, we're close enough that literally I had some of the most fun I've had in a while just playing Yahtzee with them on Friday. Saturday.
That was an incredible. That was a great night.
Great
We
game.
had wine and Yahtzee, and we have movie nights.
Oh yeah, we do have movie nights.
We're trying to do those more though. We're trying to stay true to our weekly movie night.
I mean, we also went to Greece together, so that was a pretty significant thing. We had fun on vacation
too. We brought this friendship internationally. Yeah, I mean, it definitely surprised us all. I was not anticipating the fans to enjoy them as much as they did, and I think it took us farther than the writers were planning. So that's been kind of a fun surprise. I think what kind of made it, watchable for so many people is that I think Hawkins was maybe the first person that really softened Violet in a way. We really were able to peel away some of her layers to see her a little bit more vulnerable. And that gives you something that you want to invest in and you want to love. And I think she did the same for Hawkins. We met him. He was very buttoned up and very official and borderline kind of a douchebag. And I think being with Violet, he was kind of admired this kind of spunky, unique, brutal personality that she has. And in that, they kind of cultivated a really genuine relationship. So you will see them kind of come back together in that way and admire those parts of one another again coming into season 11 and navigate the challenges that season 10 presented to the both of them. So don't worry, not all hope is lost just yet.